Part two. Yeah. You told me to hit the button.
I did, yeah.
So live stream, like built for success, built for failure.
What did you click play on the live stream?
I hit start.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, okay. Now it says live. So there's a red circle that shows up around our logo that says when we're live.
Oh, how cool is that? I didn't know that happened.
Yeah. Well, that's the only reason I asked, because I was like, are we live?
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
so I think we're back.
So, sorry about that. I'm remoting to the computer that actually runs the live stream, and I think I might have overtaxed it just a little bit, but whatever.
Technical
It's a free service, so sue me. But yeah, I don't know where I left off.
Well, I guess crashing our live stream comes into what we actually want to talk about is having reliable networks, for businesses and even homes need a good network. But, typically what we do, and we've been doing this for, probably last 6 months of last year, we've really started getting into it the beginning of this year, is businesses need reliable networks. And that's not just your internet. Obviously your internet needs to work. And, the calls we've been getting are people who are having problems with, getting connected to the internet and staying connected to the internet. And around here, in rural Nebraska and all these like rural towns and farm communities out here, everybody has these metal buildings that they're working in, whether it's a garage, a shop, or even they make these metal buildings into offices. One of the ones we did last year, the client had his house, and then adjacent to his house, he had a metal building, which, the front half of it was his workshop, and then the back half of it was kind of like his work office. And it's in a metal building. And we all know internet doesn't really get into metal buildings very easily. And so we got the call, he had tried to do it himself, tried to set up a Starlink, thought that would help it out, didn't. So finally gave up, finally called us, and we was able to get out there. And we actually used what's called a building-to-building bridge, which will stream the internet from the house to his office building. And I think these things go how far? 500 yards?
1,500 feet, I think it is.
So a pretty good range. If you're not a mile away, we can get these things connected. And then actually he's getting the same internet speed in his office in a metal building, because we have it cabled in correctly, as he does in the house. So he's not losing any internet speed, and he's getting exactly what he's paying for. So they're happy with that. And then, the calls we've been getting in, this year so far are people who are just not happy with the way that the internet's working currently. And sometimes it's not just the internet provider. There are other variables and things like that come into play with, especially the metal buildings. If you're trying to get Wi-Fi from one side of your office to the other side of your metal building about 100 yards away, good luck.
Well, and sometimes it's like having consumer grade equipment where you need something that's commercial to make it actually work.
Yep.
We're really excited because we have over the last few years built out a network bundle, and it's to the point now that, I have it all set up in my quoting system that, hey, listen, you need this done. I just pull out things that they don't need. And then I have the quote ready. So, we're able to, give you good answers really quickly. And one of the beauties of what we do as well is, all the updates and all that stuff, can be managed by us. And, depending on where we are, we can still get with you over our phone, like dealing with your network. We have, several clients that are on there. We were self-hosting some of it, and I was able to add that to like our phone management system. So it doesn't matter where Keith or I are, we can take care of you.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool stuff.
With Wi-Fi, everywhere you go these days, you want to be the business that has the good Wi-Fi.
Well,
right?
especially like take example like a resort that we do.
Mm-hmm.
And, they were telling us, I think a couple of years ago, Deb said to me, she said, hey, it used to be that the swimming pool was like the really big thing. But now it's like if you had a crappy swimming pool, you got bad reviews. Now it's if you got crappy Wi-Fi. She always said just call go on all the reviews on like the TripAdvisor and all that, and look for the ones that have crappy Wi-Fi and call them up.
Help them out.
Now we've had some that are too cheap to fix that problem, but whatever, that's their deal.
Yeah, but it's not just resorts. I mean,
no,
restaurants that people go to hang out in want to have good Wi-Fi.
Well,
offices.
like particularly the ones that are out there that are like taking the orders like tableside from like a handheld device.
Yeah.
And, a lot of places, you can't close out a ticket or an invoice kind of deal. We were at a place recently, like just this week, that they can't look up parts, they can't order parts, they can't do, if they have no internet, they have no business. They have a whole house full of cars and they have a house full of cars that they can't fix, because they don't have, a reliable internet.
Yeah. And, when it does work, it just takes so long for things to get up and going. And, a lot of businesses these days are, counting their dollars and minutes and downtime and things like that. So if your business is down because you don't have reliable internet and you're looking for something, that's what we're here for. We can come out, take a look, and most of the time we can come out the same day, depending on how late you call. But we can get out there and schedule an appointment, take a look at things, kind of assess what's going on and what you need, and maybe it's just something that's easy. You could just do this and it's good to go. A lot of times we're finding though that it's a little bit more complex, and you do need something that is high quality systems to keep a reliable business, keep your business up and running. And even if you need internet all the time, if your business goes down and you need internet to run, we do offer failover internet options that can actually, if the main internet goes down, which they all do this week, our main internet here in McCook went down, and
it went down for like an hour.
Yeah.
And for some people, that's like not a big deal.
Yeah.
If you're at your house, you're pissed off. You can't watch your morning news. But if you are running a business and you have people waiting to check out or do whatever, or
employees trying to work,
or, enter their time, whatever, that gets pretty costly pretty quick. And, you count the number of employees that you have and what you're paying and multiply it out, our fees really start to, make a lot of sense, because you typically, don't have the downtime that you would. And, we ran into a situation here where we had somebody that was complaining that people just weren't showing up when they were needed.
Yeah. Well, reliable networks, you need the internet to run and stay going. And if the internet's running great, but something else goes wrong, you need reliable support. You need somebody to call. You need somebody that'll call you back if you can't get a hold of them. You need somebody that'll be there for you when things are going wrong and they can't be fixed over the phone or remotely. You need somebody to show up, an expert that can take a look and, hey, you've been doing this 25 years, 30 years, you said. Yep. You've seen quite a bit of things, and you have a pretty good idea.
Well, actually, only the last 5 years probably count,
Okay.
Because everything before that really, it's background information.
Yeah. But you're the expert, you're the one with the experience, and you're the one that can come in and, assess the situation and come up with an answer pretty quick, a solution.
You got to show up for your customer, for crying out loud.
Exactly. You got to be there.
That's, they depend on you, particularly our commercial customers, like we have some of our accountants that do account things And how many extra clicks do I have to make today? I've been dealing with sticky problem. My clients have sticky problems too. Don't get me wrong. We can't fix everything like immediately, but I was like an hour and a half on this thing. And, so we had to find a workaround. Now, the thing of it was an Adobe issue where they have PDFs that they need to send to their clients for e-signature. But before they send them, they need to password protect them, because if they get caught in transit, they're password protected, can't be opened, they're encrypted, and the Adobe application itself was coming up with like a white box. So we taught them how to do like the workaround using the web version of the Adobe. But yeah, they called me up and she goes, I like the web version because it does what I wanted to do. But I used to be able to do the encryption, or not the encryption, the password protection and the e-signature all in one step. This is one extra step. Now, for some of us, that, doesn't matter, but they have like 1,000 clients that they need to work with and be able to do so efficiently, because they're counting their time in how many minutes somebody's at my door.
Yep.
And how many minutes it takes to do something versus, because all those minutes add up. It's like death by 1,000 paper cuts, right?
Well, if it takes an extra minute to do that step, 1,000 minutes.
1,000 people, 1,000 minutes, divide it out. And then you figure out that by how much it costs that person, how much that client is actually, like, how many, could I with that 1,000 minutes, let's just say 600 minutes, just for, round figures, 10 hours. That's like a day and 2 hours extra work. I could be helping somebody else. I could be, doing something that's more profitable than, it just adds up. And but it doesn't hurt because you don't see it in that big chunk all at once. Now they saw a big chunk all at once today because I was on, for an hour and a half with Adobe, with them kicked out of their system, which happens. Even the best of us, you're going to have downtime. Doesn't matter what you do, how good you are. I don't care who you are. And if you're watching this and you're a tech and you tell me different, you are a friggin' liar, because everybody has problems. That's why they have us, because they rely on us to take care of their problems in the most efficient method possible, and to be nice about it and try to have a sense of humor and make them feel good, even though things are going bad.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is you're on the phone with the support for the software, not them. So while you're working on the technical issues and things like that, they can still do some things and continue to work at a limited capacity.
Something else,
they're not bogged down with the technical stuff. That's what you're.
They're just not doing the stuff that pays money.
Yeah.
But we have a pretty good track record of making sure that people don't have downtime, but we don't write software either, right?
No. Yeah, and if your system's down for, an hour, 2 hours a day or more, more than a day is, that's
way unacceptable.
That's not good enough. There has to be something in place so you can continue to work. Now, if there's something catastrophic that, something's happened where nobody can do anything, that's kind of a different story. But, business, if you're running a business, there's no excuse for being down and sending employees home because your systems aren't working. That's not fair to them and not fair to you.
We ran into a situation this week where somebody had been waiting, 6 weeks, did you say? Put in a ticket and didn't get an answer for 6 weeks. You better answer that. Sorry, we don't have anybody to answer our phones either. So yeah,
I'm doing good. I'm getting started on the backup.
always clients are coming first. Doesn't matter, what might transpire in these videos. The client comes first, and this is a person who is a business person that their computer is. Man, it's one that I sold her probably about 10 years ago. It's been a great machine, but all things good things come to an end. So we're just replacing it today and doing it as quickly as possible. So client has questions because she wants her computer back, and that'll happen right shortly. But while Keith is running off doing his thing, let me just go down here and you know how much I love cats, right? So I've got the cat of the week. We have got this little snow buddy. Evidently, this has been photoshopped, but I thought it was kind of cute. Some little girl made a snowman or snow kitty, and somebody photoshopped the kitty cat's head on there. So, anyways, fun stuff. I think we've come up to the half hour, and I've screwed up quite enough on my live stream here this week. We'll have Jennifer next week. And so I'm going to give you a little 30-second ad or 10-second.
Residential Protection Plan by HonorBound IT is the best support and service for home computer users. You get top-notch antivirus, backup, and remote support. Plus, if you need in-store service, it's free. Visit us at 109 Norris Avenue, McCook, or call 877-686-6642. Your digital peace of mind starts here.
All right, so it's the half hour, and we're out of here. Thanks for joining us. We're really sorry with all the technical crap that we did, but you know what? We showed up, and we did what we had to do. And Keith is he's coming down here to do the weekly dance, and got to have the disco ball. You got basketball this weekend, right?
Got basketball Saturday morning. Cold and early.
Second grade coach, Keith Haskin. Man of many skills. Yeah. I know what I'm going to do. Going to work some more on our new channel.
Sounds like a good plan.
Excited stuff. Well, I mean, videos play. But yeah, we're looking forward to having Jennifer back next week. And yeah. So we had stopped dancing, but Terry, my brother-in-law, who is our most faithful watcher, said we needed to start dancing. The music's done.
He missed the dancing.
He missed the dancing. Anyways, we'll see you again. Take care now. Bye.